The idea of sim trading or paper trading is that spot the trade. This is if you were doing it on your own, right? Spot the trade, set up, trigger, execute, get your target straight as to what your target is, what's your cut loss, what's your allocation, right? You do all of those things. This is why I don't want you to sim trade or paper trade before you've completed the basics and the advanced, because part of paper trading, sim trading, practicing is knowing what your allo is, knowing what your target is, knowing where to exit and knowing where to add and how much to add. If you don't know all of this, what are you actually practicing? What, getting in and out of trades? It ain't that tough. Okay. I don't want you to practice without all of these other elements. So don't paper trade, don't sim trade, and sure as fuck don't live trade until you have finished everything in order. But let's just say you got the alert for $2. Go into your platform, pull up the ticker, pull up vertical, pull up the trade, see the price. It's pretty close to my alert, isn't it? Done. Don't sim trade it. Just go into your tracker and add the trade in the tracker at $2 as if you would have taken the trade. Then let's say 2 days later you get an alert. Price is doing this, price is doing that. I'm getting out of the trade for 320. Again, pull up the trade, the exact same trade, right? The same 590, 585 put debit spread, whatever it was. Pull it up under limit price and look at the mid price, and you'll see it'll probably say around 320. That'll be the mid price of it. Cool. Nothing that needs to be done there. Go back to your tracker and plug in the exit. Today's date, put it in the 8th, exit $3.20, and then put in any comments, right? Exited early because of da, or hit the target, or what reversing, whatever it was, put in any comments. That's how you paper trade here, in my opinion. So if you're brand new and you've gone through, let me just show you. If you're new, you're still watching basics and advanced. Don't skip anything. I know some of you guys love to do it because you're anxious to trade. Don't freaking do that, right? Go through it like this, maybe even twice. Go through advanced, maybe even twice. And while you're doing this, all you're going to do is add them to the tracker. Add the trades to the tracker. Entry, exit, comments. The other thing that you're going to do after you enter the trade on the entry and on the exit, go to the chart itself. Read the alert closely and then look at the chart and go, right? You want to take a look at, why am I taking the trade? Why am I exiting the trade? Start to understand the setup, right? So this is phase one. If you're new, you should only be doing this. If you're trying to paper trade, if you're trying to put trades in and take my trades like a monkey because you don't know what you're doing really, you're making a big mistake. Oh, I took your first 3 trades, and they sucked. I want my money back. Yeah, good luck with the next guy, okay? It's because you don't know what you're doing. It happens every day. Somebody will just take, they'll buy this package for $27, $47, $100 and something dollars, whatever it is. And they're told specifically, do not trade. They take the trades anyway. Sometimes they hit all the winning trades. Sometimes they hit all the losing trades. So this is the first phase. Read the alert, understand what's going on, and enter them. So if you've done all of this and you're at the point of sim trade, then do what I just showed you, right? Read the alert. See if you can understand the setup, right? And go to your platform. Don't execute the trade, but close to it, right? Put it in your broker platform as if you were getting ready to take the trade, but don't take the trade. But you got close, $2, understand, and then put it in the tracker. And do the same thing for exits. That's all you got to do. If we're adding to the trade, or if you want to experiment adding with the trade, now you know how much to add because you've already gone through the allocation. But I want to make sure, are you sim trading with an allocation? Do you have a burn level? Do you know what your pilot situation is, your pilot position amount? Do you know how much you're going to add at most? Do you know all of that now? Understand what I'm saying? So do you have a burn level? I'll ask it differently. What's your burn level? And if you don't know, you can type don't know. This is really important for you guys. Hope you're paying attention. What's your burn level? If you don't know what your burn level is, if you don't have a pilot amount, if you don't know how much and when to add, if you don't know what 70/40 is, you should not be live trading. You should not be sim trading either. You should be right in this world over here. Your burn level is 10%. Wrong answer. Frank, go back to the beginning. You have no idea what you're talking about. Burn level is not a percentage. Here we go. 300, 400, 300. Then, let me ask, let's see. Honeybee, 400 is your burn level. What's your pilot? This is for Honeybee. Honeybee, what's your pilot? 250. So her burn level is 400. But pilot will not take an initial trade over 250. Yeah, 10% of your portfolio. Wrong answer. I don't want you to use a percentage of your portfolio. Plus, 10% is way too high. Way too high, Frank. What if you have 10 trades in a row that don't work? What if you have 5 trades in a row that don't work? Well, then I want my money back. If you have 5 trades in a row that don't work, you just blew out half your portfolio. So listen, don't take this personally, okay? Because I do this with everybody. You don't know what you're doing, and that's why you're here, and I'm glad you're here. So, but please, follow the methodology here. Don't go your own way. Don't go your own way. I really don't want you to do that. Unfortunately, people watch stuff on the internet, and the internet will say 5%, 10%, 3%. It doesn't work. It just doesn't, because you're going to make mistakes if you don't have a proper burn level, right? And so Frank, I'm looking right into your dashboard right now. I'm literally looking in the dashboard of your account to see where you are. And I see that you've done a little skipping around. You've watched a good bunch of stuff. Didn't watch all of the trade station nuggets. You didn't watch all of set up your charts. And then when you got to the advanced, you stopped. So maybe you just haven't had a lot of time. Yeah, you have not gone anywhere near the allocation videos in advanced. Yeah, just starting it. I know, I'm looking right at it. All right, so that's why you answered. Everybody understand this? This is great. So Frank, thanks for playing. Do not use a percentage of portfolio. Do not take any of my live trades. And here's the thing. Have you already live traded some of the alerts? But you just said you already lost half of your portfolio. Is that, you mean like before me? You meant before me, right? Yeah, before me. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm really glad that we're here. If we had the time, I would use you as an example, and I would do the whole allo thing, but that's another video. You'll get to it, and then you can type the word allocation or allo, and you'll see a lot of videos. But the idea of it is that you create a dollar amount that you can afford to lose, and that you won't panic if you're about to lose it. Because what happens is people lean into a trade or put more into a trade, and when it starts to go south, they exit the trade because they have a fear of loss. But if you trade an amount that you won't have that fear, you can stay in the trade through the ebbs and flows. So you've got to find out what is that burn level for you, and you can't use a percentage. If I said 10% is your burn level and everybody took 10% of their account, half of you guys, it would be, I don't know, $180 maybe, maybe $220. And for some of you, it would be $3,000. Really? So I'm trading a $67,000 account. Do I really want to put $6,700 at risk on a pilot position? I don't think so. I don't think I would trade that with the proper trading behavior. I would be afraid of losing the $6,000. So what's my burn level? That's my business. You need to know what level, what price amount can you put on the table that if you lost a bunch of them in a row, you're not panicking and you're not exiting the trade and you're not it's not affecting your behavior. What's that number? Can you afford to lose $500 every single trade? No. How about 450? No. Still feel queasy? How about 300? Feeling better? Good. Let's keep going. Get to that number where you go, you know what? I think I could maintain my composure even if I lost $200 every single trade. Guess what? That's your burn level. So in answer to your question, Sui, I'm not sure what. It's any number that's below 400. So if it's 400, your pilot position could be 350 to 370, as long as it's less than your burn level. And then you exit the trade if it gets down by 70%. That's part of the 70-40. This is the psychology. I feel good about 400. I feel even better about 350. 70% of that, which comes out to about 240. I feel even better about 240. I'm psychologically setting myself up for success. All right. So again, to answer the sim trading question for Margie, you should make sure that you've already completed everything in advanced and basics. You've been tracking stuff, entry, exit, read the comments, understand, read the alerts, look at the charts, know what I'm doing. This is going to take a few weeks, could take a few months. When you've completed all of this and you're ready to paper trade, you're going to do it this way. Read the alert, understand the setup, check out the charts, kind of execute the trade, but you don't have to actually sim trade it. Just look at the mid price and go, oh, here it is. About $2. That's what Michael said. I'm going to put it in the tracker, understand the setup. I got it. If I add to the trade, great. I'm going to use my pilot position. Now, what happens if Michael's alert is $2, but my pilot is 180? Do I put it in the tracker at $2 anyway? Well, if you've gone through all of this, you know that the answer would be no. What you would do is you would alter the trade. You would alter the trade, which again, you will learn how to do. Let's say I did this, Frank, and 180 is your burn level. So what do you do? Well, instead of doing the whatever it is, instead of doing 587 half by 592 half, that's 5 wide. For $2, you could do the 590 by 592 half, right? And that would only cost you $1.10. And you could get one of those, and that would be way under your allocation. Or you could even consider the 592 half, 595s. Those are 80 cents, and you could get two of them. So you always alter the trade, my trade, to fit your allocation. Know what your allo is, your burn level, your add point. And then you practice doing that for a few weeks before going live. Really important. Follow the methodology. It's all laid out for you. No reason to jump ahead and lose money, get discouraged. All right. Little nuggets along the way here. Prosper 42, you put get out before it goes in the money. Are you talking about the butterflies that we talked about before? You don't want to get out before it goes in the money. You want the trade to go in the money so that it's worth something. And then, yes, sell it before expiration. Let's say you have a trade on for Friday and it's Thursday and you're in the money and you've hit your target. You don't want to go into Friday because Friday could be a reversal for whatever reason. You can exit the trade here with a profit because it's in the money. Sure. Sometimes it'll still be out of the money and you'll have a profit because of the way the premium jumps up and down. Or you could wait until Friday and let's just say here you're in the money and maybe you're holding on to get a little bit more money towards the end of the day. That's fine, but you must close it before the end of the day because if it finishes in the money and you didn't close it, you're going to get assigned. So you don't want to do that. So just close it before the end of the day. what you'll get better and better at if you followed my methodology in the first place, where you do not trade and you just followed my trades by reading them, tracking them, and looking at what the setups were and chart them. If you did this for a month or two, do you think, guys, you might know when to exit the trade? Do you think you might know where target should be? Do you think you might have a good hold on allocation? Ask yourself this question, newbies. If you don't trade for a month, and you actually just read my alerts, track them, look at the setups, look at them on charts, entry, exit, entry, exit, entry, exit. Go through all the videos, right? And then practice simulation, so to speak, with real allocation. All right, I'm going to take Michael's trade on paper. I'm going to alter the trade to 80 cents. I'm going to get two of them. That's 160. My allo was 180. Great. If I add to the trade, I'm just going to add one contract, but I'm not going to spend more than $1 on the one contract. And that's my add. I know where my target is. I know where my exit is. Track it. Put your comments of what you actually did. Be a professional. Track it properly. And do this over and over. Do you think you might be ready for live trading when you actually live trade? You wouldn't ask me these questions. You wouldn't ask, should we get out here? Should we hold on to Tesla? Should we roll it? Should we add? What do I do? You can ask me those questions here. You can ask me them here, although you should just wait and document it. Does everybody understand what's on this screen right now? Because if you do, you'll be here a year from now making money. If you don't and you're rolling your eyes, good luck with the next guy, because the next guy's not teaching you this. This is so important. This is what I call silo 1 in the Trade With Me Now methodology. This is silo 2, and this is silo 3. 1, don't trade, read the alerts, track them, watch the setups, chart them, entry, exit, do this over and over again as you go through all the material in basics and advanced. Here is where you're going to paper trade. Practice a little bit with real allocation. Alter the trades to make them yours. You'll have a burn level. You'll have a pilot. You'll know when to add, exit, targets and exits. And practice, practice, practice. And even more importantly, track it all with comments. Then you'll be ready to do it live. You'll actually have a trading plan that you've kind of customized for you. You've gotten into the habit of tracking. It's one of your favorite things to do now. This is it. If there was a secret sauce in any of it, this was it.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video from Trade With Me Now. Make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel so you make sure that you catch our next video right when it's released. Also, if you have a question or comment, please leave that in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to learn more about Trade With Me Now or join our community of profitable traders, go to tradewithmenow.com. There's also a link in the description below.